Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Corey Oswalt, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Gene Segura standing in,
Leading
and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Gene Segura.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is foul right side. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Broxton is right there, 1 down. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Oh, and he misses it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over.
Bryce Harper.
Runner at first following the error, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Harper, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during this season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
What's up, man? How's your evening going?
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves,
Sunday,
right?
long time
He
coming. We're
innings,
gonna
over
kick some
200
Redskins
innings
butt.
on the season already, and we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
So coming to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. first pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Just missing here, 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Yay, I can't wait.
Into the box, Brian Anderson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Mondesi aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Hernandez at second. On to first, and they get them both. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Cano waits on the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Slides down the left side, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there, and that ends the inning. The Mets go down quickly. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Williams swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. This is line to left, and the Phillies have their first hit of the ball game. So Odubel Herrera will get a chance to bat following the 2-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. No balls and 1 strike. He'll start this one at 274, 18 homers, and 67 runs batted in. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
The left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First offering on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Herrera is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D.
The right fielder.
And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. His past line against Aaron Nola. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's taken him deep once. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, Sean Lintner.
The catcher.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Next up for New York, Keon Broxton. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hard hit ball to short. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
You know, they say pitching is about location, location. First 2 pitches into that at bat really good. Mark, the third one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The pitcher, Corey Oswalt.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Corey Oswalt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Popped up. Hoskins is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
First offering on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. Mondesi scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and it'll be the pitcher up next, Aaron Nola. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Bases are empty, one man out. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-1 on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They're down 1-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Pereira is there, and he has it for the first out. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Next for the Mets, Brian Anderson. First delivery to him on the way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Hit hard to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now
here's Robbie Cano now.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Williams is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 3 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 2-0. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And now Bryce Harper. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now
2 are gone in the Philly 4th, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies 1. Digging in, Sean Lintner. He reached on a single in his first try.
The catcher, Sean Lintner.
First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the right side. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. First delivery to him on the way. In the air out toward right field. Harper on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Settling in now, Dominic Smith. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Nick Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
1-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box, Michael Franco. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Aaron Nola, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Herrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. They still trail it here 2-1. Now batting, Corey Oswalt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher, Corey Oswalt.
Pitch on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Pereira comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Adalberto Mondesi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Franco has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Mets.
Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Anderson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 0-1 delivery. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. The 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The right fielder.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Broxton looks up. And they take the lead. It's gone. A two-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Home run number 42 on the season as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
The first base
into the box
17.
now, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Stepping in now, Nick Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Stepping in, Robinson Cano. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Robinson Cano.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly to the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Herrera moving in. He can't get there as it falls in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Line hard to the left side. Foul. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Coming to the plate now, Sean Lintner, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In there, 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Fouled off. Fouled away. Cano on third. Cespedes at second with 1 away. Line toward right center, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero, after being down by 1. Big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And this one is gone. A home run. Keon Broxton puts a pair on the board with that long ball. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 6-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here, this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Dominic Smith is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Pitch popped up. Segura over to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The pitcher,
Next to hit will be the
55.
pitcher, Corey Oswalt.
Corey.
He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. The pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Pops this one up. Hernandez shading to his right, and that's the third out. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front 6-3. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball.
Your
Seth
attention,
Lugo
please.
is on to pitch from the
Now
bullpen
pitching
now to
for the
start
New
inning
York
number
Mets.
7.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Stepping up now, Odubel Herrera. He
Leading off for the
singled his
Phillies.
last time up.
The center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, that's got the
Now
sting
that's
for the pitcher
third
and
base.
his teammates. They
Michael
just get on the board and are
Bronco.
feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Into the box, Michael Franco, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate at strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. A line shot to third base. Quick throw, not in time. Andrew McCutchen will
your
come on to
attention,
pinch
please.
hit here in a big
Pinch
spot.
hitting for the Phillies, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Ball 1 taken just off the inside. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, McCutchen brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. The 1-0 delivery. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. He's set, and the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Pereira over at second. McCutchen at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Here comes the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Juan Nicasio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Juan Nicasio.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Brian Anderson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Jerry's Familia has been summoned
Now
from the
pitching for
bullpen
the
as
New
he'll
York
do so to
Mets.
start the 8th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Bryce Harper will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one.
Philadelphia. The first baseman, Reese.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2,
Now
right?
batting.
You have to protect
The
for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2. This one's down to 3rd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He's 0 for 5.
Cespedes.
He's set. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9.
Ready now, Brandon Nimmo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The catcher, John Lintner.
At the plate, Sean Lintner coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again. 2-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Williams is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-3. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
So stepping in, Nick Williams. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Line drive to center field. Broxton is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. He doubled his last time through. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7.
Ready for another chance, Maikel Franco. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. The 0-1 on its way. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. 2 out, nobody on. Philly down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Corey Oswalt notches his 3rd win of the year. Aaron Nola permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Edwin Diaz records the save, his 35th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-3. At the start of the day, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East, 14.5 out of 1st. While the Phillies are atop the division. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The Braves combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 6-5. Entering the day's action, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're 19.5 games out of first, while the Nationals are 2nd in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. Austin Bryce got the W and now has 5 this year, helping lead Miami to a victory against Kansas City, 4-3. In the standings, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're 15 games back. The Diamondbacks launched 3 home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 8-3. As of right now, the Reds are atop the NL Central, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. And the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West, 13 games out. The Chicago Cubs totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 5-2. At the start of the day, the Brewers sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 17 games out of first. And the Cubs are 2nd in the division. They're 7 games back. The Pirates starting pitcher, number 50, got the win throwing 8 shutout innings as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals, 1-0. Heading into the day, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 10.5 back, while the Cardinals are at the bottom of the division. They're 17.5 games out of first. Walker Buehler got his 16th win this year as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 2-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. As of today, the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second. And the Giants are 3rd in the division, 11 games out of first. Manny Machado drove home 3 runs as the Friars took care of the Rockies 5-3. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. As of right now, the Padres are in last place in the NL West. They're 16.5 games out of first, while the Rockies are 2nd in the division, only a game-and-a-half back. Jay Happ won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox 5-4. He is among the AL leaders in wins. At the start of the day, the Red Sox sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. While the Yankees are atop the division, they are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Toronto Blue Jays totaled 13 hits as a team as they destroyed the Rays 8-1. Entering the day's action, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-1. As of today, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're 19.5 games out of first. The White Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 3-1. As of right now, the White Sox sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, 11 games out of first, while the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 10-3. In the standings, the Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 14.5 out of first. And the Indians are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Detroit Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-1. Entering the day's action, the A's sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mariners allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. At the start of the day, the Astros are leading the AL West. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. And the Mariners are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.